I handed you, did I not give you?
Just hold his
Take this.
right, but
Is Keith coming?
Well, sure.
No, okay. Ryan Ader, he,
Is
okay,
that one, these are for the day, right?
who's here?
So these are the word, what I've got.
Okay. Anybody hear anything from Brian Horman?
No.
He's never had no meeting either.
Did you?
About a
So we're
reload?
good. Yeah.
Hear anything from a reload?
today, she sometimes texts me, just move away, chill.
I need another one of those agendas to write on. Who picked that one?
Guess we'll get started and we're forecast, so. Start with the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And then we need a vote on the June 4th minutes. If I can get a motion to approve. Okay, Richard moves. You'll second, Stephanie will second. All in favor? Anyone opposed? No. Financial reports, you want to talk about those a little bit, Danielle?
I can't, we've only got two since the last meeting, so September and October. Project income is still growing. We will be using more project income in November and December because I've expended most of the grant funds through the end of October. There's just a little bit left in that fund for some salary. So my hope is by the end of November that grant fund will be at zero balance, and then we'll just be utilizing project income and we won't have to worry about any overages on the community corrections grant fund. That if you look at the October report, the IDOC grant-based funds, that top line showing in the negative at 15,266.89. That is because that grant fund receives a monthly reimbursement. And so when November's reimbursement comes in December's, that will ultimately just zero out to nothing.
Okay. Any questions for Danielle on the financial reports? Can I get a motion to approve? Paul, can I get a second? Sheriff, all in favor? Anyone opposed? Okay, then we got grant census. Do we need a chat on that? Any update?
Client census numbers are still good. We generally stay on that top number for home detention between 30 and 35. I've seen that when we start getting up to 36, they fluctuate back down because people are either completing or we have unsuccessful completions or whatnot. So we're staying right about that 32, which is pretty average for us at this point. We've got 4 start dates pending for electronic monitoring. Those are ones they're either doing jail time first or IDOC time, and we're just waiting on those dates to complete. And then we have 17 interviews that have been completed, and those have been found eligible. We're just waiting on the outcome of their case. Jail treatment numbers are staying about the same. Emily Meyer, our new case manager, she is now doing jail treatment with the females. So those numbers are going to go up a little bit. She's had very good response, I think, inside the jail with those female numbers. So she's not doing MRT, she's doing some trauma journals and things like that. So I think we're good on jail treatment. And community service, we're staying about 95, which we're averaging between 90 and 100 on average.
Awesome. Anybody have any questions on that? Need a vote, I guess. Motion to approve.
Both.
David, can I get a second? Paul, can I get all in favor? Anyone opposed? Okay, we got some old business. We got those policies that we need to vote on today.
Right, these were the ones picking up from the last meeting that we needed to get approved.
Did anybody have any discussion they wanted to chat
think-
about?
I think the only thing we did, wasn't it, we just took them under advisement to review them.
Yeah, so I don't know, do we need to have a discussion on it before?
Did anybody find anything wrong with
I
anything?
mean, yeah, that's what I would do, like if anybody reviewed and found anything.
If not, I would say,
Stephanie, you have any comment on any of it?
It's very similar to probation as well as far as the drug testing, being cognizant of making sure they maintain their employment and they're not causing problems there and, we're doing what's best for the, I call them a client, and I think our community is safe and drug free as well, as best we can.
Danielle, did we not have some of this stuff? Is that what it was? Like
So
the continuing education policy?
all of these, so like in your information, you've got the old one and the new one, so all these were
Okay.
just updated and revised, yeah. Like,
So it wasn't like they didn't exist.
right,
We're not recreating the wheel here.
right, we're just updating them based on new IDOC standards.
Okay.
For example, that CT or CE training, they're now recommending that all full-time have at least 40 hours of evidence-based training a year, so that's just been updated. I think the last one said 30 maybe, so.
Okay.
That's a good number.
40,
Yeah, it's a lot, it's a whole week.
yeah. And they're trying to offer as many free resources as what they can, to get those CEUs.
That qualify. We get lots of free, but then they don't qualify.
And that was for the right action planning when I went, that last meeting, because like, how do you pay, because training is expensive
Yeah,
every year, so, and we've got 4 full-time staff that need 40 hours a year.
yeah.
When you did this update on the violation revocation procedure, we had talked about that.
Right.
Yeah.
The, oh, you're on the policy, yeah,
That was like after we met.
right.
Okay. Well, can I get any other, is there any other discussion on any of that? Anybody have any objections, anything in the policies? David, what about you?
No, I looked at it.
All right, can I get a vote on it? I need a motion to, do you want to do one at a time or?
I'm good, however the board wants, if you wanna
Okay.
do like, if everybody's good with everything, you just wanna do one vote, that's fine.
All right, I'll throw that out there first. Can I get a motion to approve everything?
yeah, make them.
Okay, Paul makes that motion, Sheriff seconded it. Can I get all in favor?
All right,
Anyone opposed? And then we've got new business, you need some transfers.
I will say, so these are pencil transfers, these are interfund transfers, but, IDOC does like the board to be aware, at least aware that I'm making these transfers within the grant fund. If you look, so item 1, I've listed out several transfers, the top 2, moving office supplies to drug testing supplies. And vehicle supplies to drug testing supplies so that we can get more instant screens and the normal screens sent to the lab. And then the rest of those are going to be moving salary around to cover. So for example, we didn't use all the clerical, moving that to case management so that we can expend the grant funds before we start tapping into project income. And then I'll talk about the second one. So number 2 is the project income transferring from field officers to case manager. Same thing, we didn't use what we had appropriated in field officer, but I needed in case manager through the end of the year to cover salaries. So you can talk about those. I just need 2 separate votes, for one for the grant and then one for project income to cover all those.
Anybody have any questions for Danielle on that? Can I get a motion to approve the grant transfers? Richard makes that motion. Can I get a second? Stephanie will second. All in favor? Anyone opposed? All right, and then a transfer on project income. Can I get a motion? All right, Warren makes that motion, second. Sheriff, anyone opposed? No, all in favor? Okay, then we need to set dates. This might be the quickest meeting we've ever had.
I mean, there's really not much to it.
Should have had more discussion on
I
something.
did have one question.
Okay.
Where'd we ever get with on our insurance with David?
I did, so like, you mean the liability insurance that we talked about, I have not. So like, after the last meeting, I sent it to Michelle to put it on your agenda.
Yeah,
And then I was advised, Michelle said that David had told her to take it off the agenda until he could do more.
but
But I
we'd
heard
actually
nothing
brought
else.
it up once and, yeah, he wouldn't let us do the vote on it that night because he wanted to look into it more and I didn't know if he'd ever got with
He
you.
is not, no, he's not reached out to me, but, I
We'll
could
stay
reach
on
out to
that.
him.
Good question.
Can we put that back on the agenda for the next meeting, just so it doesn't?
Yeah.
We don't put it as old business. We can at least get a follow-up. Everybody will know.
Absolutely.
Hold on to that.
Don't want that to slip away. Something else might happen on us.
Was there anything else on this we needed to talk about?
No?
No, just on J-Rack.
Yeah, I think
That's all
the
Jay, right?
stuff that you and I talked about was Jay, so it's on me.
Okay, so then meeting wise, do you have some recommendation on dates for us?
I was like, but then, I know you and I had talked and we didn't really wanna do Thursdays anymore, so like, I didn't pick out any dates, 'cause I didn't know what everybody. Yeah.
So I had said to Danielle, like criminal court is typically Tuesday, Thursdays. And we really like to hold those and we're really pretty full. And even though it's only 4 meetings, I would like to have Thursday back if I can. And then I have, whoever's on JRAC, I have a request that we're not gonna do these on the same day. So if you're on JRAC, you're gonna hear me say that, and then you're like, oh, great, now I have to go to another meeting at a different time. But we've had some discussion, our subcommittee had some discussion that we're not giving JRAC enough time. These meetings usually are very long. Today, we're like gonna be under 30 minutes. And so it's really affecting, my opinion, and kind of the consensus was it's affecting JRAC negatively. So if you all want to keep it Thursday, that's, we can make that motion. We can do that. Just for me, those are my criminal court days and it's just hard to, and we're talking about change it, so it may not matter as much if we're gonna do 30-minute advisory board meetings, then it may not matter, but typically they've been the whole morning, so. I was hoping like maybe a Wednesday. That's usually a civil day that we have, and usually we reserve that for like juvenile stuff, and the filings on that kind of stuff are down right now, so.
Be the first Wednesday, would it?
I wouldn't care about when. I just know Thursdays are really hard for criminal court, especially if we have a bunch of arrests and then we need to get initials in. And they don't file the charges till Wednesday, and then we're trying to figure out how we're gonna get them in before the week's out, so. That's my preference to move it to a Wednesday. I don't care what Wednesday, just that it's not
I
Thursday
got a couple others myself down there.
on Wednesdays.
Later
Okay.
on in the month, so.
Okay, would Wednesday be okay?
Mondays and Wednesdays work, okay, I can make that work. Wednesday is better, but I
Mondays are
can,
bad.
yeah.
I felt like
Mondays
Mondays
are
are bad in general, but that's just, everybody's gotta come back, so. Anybody have a preference? Does Wednesday affect anybody else? No?
First Wednesday.
First Wednesday of the month, so that, or, whenever. we're
So you
meeting
want to keep them in the same months, like right now, we're doing March, June,
Yeah.
September.
Can I spell
November.
pen?
We would come back.
We say
in March.
March.
Yeah, March, June. If we keep along with this, so March, June, September, November.
Be March 4th.
And the insurance liability issue can go till March. It's fine.
We may have to,
Well, we might,
Paul's taking care
we
of
might
it.
be able to get that took care of before we could do a
yeah, it's just special,
electric vote or whatever on the.
right, we can.
Whatever.
March 4th, June 3rd. In September, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
September 2nd.
and then November.
And November is the 4th.
September, yeah, November fourth.
Oh, I will tell you, on September 2nd, I do have judicial conference.
election.
So I wouldn't make that meeting unless we did it a different week.
Probation would have conference that week. Is it?
You have conference the next week.
Oh, is it that?
Yeah, you have
Labor
Popeye
Day week.
on the 9th, yeah, but I'm just saying, I do have judges conference. It's at French Lick, but I still have to be there.
Could we move that to the second week?
Yeah, Stephanie, or do you go to Popeye too?
I will have conference, that third week, so, I
So
mean,
September
yeah,
is just terrible.
I mean, I
so-
came this year. I just
Yeah,
drove over.
yeah, you were like,
If I need to be.
right,
You wanna move that to the second Wednesday then?
9,
In
the 9th.
September?
so,
September 9th.
okay. So so I got March 4th, June 3rd, September the 9th, November the 4th. And then, yeah, the next question will be, do we want to keep them at 8:30? You want to continue morning?
I'm okay with 8:30.
Yeah.
Any objection to 8:30? Anybody? Tony? Oh.
Did you hear us? We're gonna move the meetings to Wednesdays. I don't know when you walked in. That's okay with you and your calendar?
Yeah, actually, it's better. We can have it over on Tuesdays.
Okay. All right, any other business that anybody has for our advisory board meeting?
I didn't put it on here, but this is John's first meeting and then Sue Lanahan, so I don't know if you want to do
Okay,
like an introduction with them.
all right, well, we should have at the beginning again.
I know, but I didn't either, yeah.
Should we vote on these dates?
Yes, can I get a motion to sheriff? Can I get a second? John seconds, all in favor? Anyone opposed? Okay, those are carried then. Okay, John, do you want to introduce yourself to the group since we started? We should have started with that.
John Morrison, and, I got a business in Legatti there, and got record service, tire shop, body shop. And then we salvage cars at another location here in the county. So,
Well, thank you for agreeing to serve.
yep,
And then Sue, do you wanna just,
I'm Sue Lanham. I am the new superintendent at Shoals. I'm actually returning to the Shoals schools after like 10 or 12 years being here. So I'm excited to be on. the team.
thank you for coming.
Doing a great job for us too out there.
Good. We like hearing those kind of things. I guess nothing else.
Unless somebody else has.
That's something.
Now, in August, we do need to be looking and thinking about somebody to replace Richard,
Richard, did you tell us you were done?
He told me he was, yeah.
Okay,
and that's a victim.
we can't get you to.
No,
And so, and you're a victim advocate.
yes,
Richard, so.
yeah,
Just on your page.
I've
You've been
enjoyed
here
it.
for a long time.
Yeah,
And
so,
2006, wasn't
huh,
it? 2006 is when the victim happened.
yeah.
I think you've been on the board as long as I have.
Yeah.
So, or longer than I have, and I don't know how long that's been, but it seems.
Since
Do you-
2018, when I started.
Oh, well, maybe you were ahead of me. Maybe I was on here before you.
Anyway, it's time, so
You should run him donuts or something.
You'll be here at the next meeting.
I'll be here in the next 2 meetings.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
you've been on there the longest
I
one.
think you're good now.
So if anybody knows anyone willing to serve in that capacity, then maybe start chatting with
What's the
them.
qualifications?
They're the victim advocate, so
Anybody's eligible then?
as long as they've been a,
now, my parents were the victims, is how I got on.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that's
Yes,
stretching it or not, but
That's what I was
I
asking.
lived, you know, I can tell you it greatly affected my parents and I had to deal with that, so. I think any family member of a victim, in my opinion,
sure.
would be suitable.
You don't have anybody in mind?
No, I mean, I don't know who the victims are, you know, and. I'll try to,
You don't have to. I just was asking.
Tell them how good the pay is.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and how long the meetings are, and I'll become running. Okay, well, we'll be on the lookout for that, and then I don't know what we can do about, maybe, I know Brian said he wanted to participate, but he's not, I don't think he's came to a meeting, and we have a rule that you have to come to so many meetings or you get.
So do you want, Shelley reached out, so Shelley's just missed.
Yeah.
But I had responded and said, are you wanting, you know, I need to come to advisory board meeting? Because realistically, my understanding was Brian wanted her to take his place, which would have been fine, but he needs to formally resign from the board if he wants to move her in. And I didn't hear anything back. So I mean, I can reach back out, maybe email both of them at the same
Yeah.
time and just ask them, you know, how they
That
want
would
to
be
proceed.
helpful.
I know we had a discussion, but once they miss so many.
Well, let's see if Shelley will take his spot, so that'll give us still somebody from Lagodi School.
Yeah.
I wonder if Kelly would want it. Kelly Ray Hill,
Or then we'll pull out the security position
yeah,
anymore than we have to.
I just think he would come.
He says he'll come, he'll come.
Okay, all right, well, motion to adjourn. Richard, second. Y'all can stay, okay, John, second. All in favor?